Right now at 10, primary night. The polls are closed. The results are coming in. We have live team coverage.
Plus, a break from the bitter cold. When we'll finally start feeling it.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. It is primary night and the results are coming in. We will start with the mayoral race for La Crosse. And here are the results. Shondell Washington Spivey, the top vote getter at about 30%, and City Council President Chris Calo coming in second place by about 1%. So those two will move on to the general election on April 1st.
We also have live team coverage tonight. Grace Monk is covering the school board, but we start with Allison Fergit and reaction to the race for mayor. Allison.
Ken and Emily, we caught up with Washington Spivey at his watch party tonight. He was the top vote getter in the primary. He says in the lead up to the April election, he'll be focusing on solutions to homelessness and supporting small businesses.
You know, this really means that La Crosse is truly working to be better, right? It means that we're going to work together to ensure that we're building a La Crosse where everyone belongs.
Calo released a statement tonight thanking La Crosse voters for their support, calling it both, quote, humbling and inspiring. We also spoke with candidates Ellie McClune and Vicki Markison tonight about their experience running for mayor.
You know, I'm really proud of the campaign that I ran. I know that there are some candidates that I am friends with, and we have been texting today, wishing each other good luck. I think that's good spirit moving forward. I look forward to supporting one of them.
It was a wonderful experience. I ran into a lot of friends that I grew up with and learned even more history about the city I was born and raised in.
So now the stage is set for the mayoral election in April, where voters will decide between Calo and Washington Spivey. La Crosse's current mayor, Mitch Reynolds, decided not to run for a second term this time. Ken and Emily.
All right, thank you, Allison.
Meantime, the race for District 7 on Common Council has been cut to two. Gary Podesky and the incumbent Matt Keel are set to battle for the seat on April 1st. Retired teacher John Ryman falling short in this race. The winner of the election will represent residents between Ebner Cooley Street and State Roads to 17th Street.
The fate of the Mauston School District was on the ballot. The results are 66% yes, 34% no. Voters approving an operational referendum. It would exceed a state limit by $1.75 million over the next 4 years.
Let's shift to the La Crosse School Board, where they have 3 open seats, and this one was interesting. Candidate Sam Morris dropping out, but still appearing on the ballot. And here are your results. The only incumbent who is seeking re-election, Meredith Garcia, one of the top vote getters, as well as Molly Fuchs. So 6 people are moving on to the general election for those 3 spots. For reaction to the results, let's check in to our newsroom with Grace Monk. Grace.
All 6 candidates are winners tonight as they advance to April's general election. There's no surprises here. Sam Morris dropping out of the race eliminated the need for a primary, but like you said, it was too late to take his name off the ballot. Morris said he was backing out after receiving hateful social media comments. I spoke with candidate Molly Fuchs about his decision to exit the race.
First of all, I think if we really dive into the reasons that he dropped out, it's terrible. I think that we really need to treat each other with a lot more compassion and kindness.
I also spoke with incumbent board member Meredith Garcia about tonight's results and the upcoming election.
I feel good. Like if my experience on school board has taught me anything, it's that voters here seek out information and they inform themselves about the issues. And that gives me hope. These local elections matter, and they really contribute to the kind of community we all want to have.
Like you said earlier, in April, 3 of the 6 candidates will be elected to the board. Ken and Emily.
Grace, thank you.
Voters also deciding on state superintendent of schools. Jill Underly is the incumbent. Here are the results. Jill Underly is at 38%, Jeff Wright is at 35%, and Brittany Kinzer is 27%.
Not quite all precincts reporting, but getting pretty close there. With polls closed, voter turnout in La Crosse was as expected. low. The city clerk's office says voter turnout during February elections typically around 20% turnout. The office told us earlier that it was pretty slow going this morning. Today's frigid temps also playing a role potentially in those turnout numbers. Now, earlier we asked some voters why it was so important to brave the elements and cast their vote.
As a young voter, I think it's important to get out and show people that that we care as a younger generation, even though this is a local focused election or a state focused election. I'm happy to be here and provide my vote.
And around 2,000 absentee ballots were cast.
Yeah, we have bitterly cold temperatures once again. We still got alert day conditions in effect for the dangerous cold through tomorrow night, but we're not expecting to see maybe as dangerous as we saw for Tuesday. In fact, temperatures right now are a little bit warmer than we saw yesterday evening. Still, overall, we're going to see wind chills coming up in the 30-degree range. So once you could see frostbite in as little as 15 to 30 minutes on that. If you track out the wind chills, right now we're kind of in that 15 to 20 below range for most areas. We'll start to see that kind of dip into the 20s as we get towards the morning commute. Some areas may get close to 30. Then as we work our way through the morning, we should start getting back into the teens below zero after 10 a.m. And then by noon and afterwards, we should be in the single digits below. Overnight low temperatures will not be as cold as last night. Last night we had 20s, even a few 30s. It'll be more in the teens to maybe single digits as we go throughout. So play in the morning, there's your for La Crosse getting up to about 5 above with a wind chill just at 9 below. So a little bit of improvement with still that northwest wind occurring. A little bit colder in Eau Claire, maybe 14 below. They were 18 below for this morning, getting up to about 2 above. Well, the wind chill still at about 12 below at noon with that west wind. More clouds too for both things. And that's a story for Wednesday as cloud cover will be going on. Frigid conditions. And yes, we are going to start improving. It's just going to take a few days. It's going to be a little bit of a step, but by this weekend, you'll definitely enjoy probably the temperatures that we'll be seeing.
Sounds good. Thank you, Greg. Governor Tony Evers revealing a new 2-year spending plan tonight. His budget includes nearly $2 billion in tax cuts aimed at lessening the impact of inflation. Now, Evers is getting at that figure a few ways, including slashing certain sales taxes and, quote, holding the line on property taxes.
If local governments agree not to raise the local property taxes, they'll get a direct payment from the state. I'm proposing to eliminate the sales tax on electricity and gas. I'm proposing to nearly double Wisconsin's personal income tax exemption. That means Wisconsinites will pay no income taxes on the first $1,200 they earn, period.
Evers' budget also calls for historic increases in spending for the UW system and K-12 schools. Republican Assembly Speaker Robin Vos is calling Evers' spending proposals, quote, dead on arrival. New developments in the search for a missing Beaver Dam teenager. Police releasing new video from the day she went missing.
Plus, big news for travelers. La Crosse Regional Airport could be seeing new airlines taking off.
Brad Schimmel wants to take us back to an abortion ban from 1849, back to a ban with no exceptions, not for rape or even health of the mother. Brad Schimmel, too extreme for women, too extreme for the Supreme Court.
Attention business owners, start 2025 confidently with Your Choice Roofing, your trusted partner for commercial roofing solutions. Our expert craftsmanship and premium materials ensure a roof that stands the test of time. Don't wait. Our schedule is filling up fast. Get ahead of the rush and secure your spot now to protect your building and your bottom line. Visit yourchoiceroofing.com today to get started.
Brad Schimmel let thousands of rape kits sit untested for years.
While rapists walked free and victims waited for justice.
Take it from a sheriff.
A sheriff.
A cop. Brad Schimmel's too extreme for the Supreme Court.
New details in the search for a missing pregnant Beaver Dam teenager. Police there releasing new surveillance from the day Sophia Franklin went missing. The video reportedly showing her alleged abductor, 40-year-old Gary Day, picking up the 16-year-old. Day is believed to be the baby's father. An Amber Alert for Franklin has been extended to Missouri.
Still no word on what caused a fire at a Lafarge tire shop. The shop is on Highway 82. Flames broke out late last night. Several vehicles were inside, including construction equipment. No one was inside the building when the fire started.
Fire was quite difficult because the temperature was minus 27 F throughout the course of the evening. At about 3 a.m., we asked Westby Fire to send us about 10 more people to try to relieve our crews, and we were on scene till about 5 a.m.
Highway 82 was closed for hours during the firefight.
Fire crews also responded to a house fire in Dakota, this one on Runaway and Dakota Valley Drive this morning. The fire chief says everyone made it out safely. The fire cause remains under investigation.
La Crosse Regional Airport could be welcoming more airlines. Airport Director Jeff Tripp said Delta, Sun Country, and Allegiant have expressed interest in adding flights at LSE. Delta left the airport in 2023 due to staffing issues. They could return as early as next year.
We're working very hard to offer more travel possibilities for our passengers. We want them to know that, and things like our incumbent American Airlines and with Sun Country landline service coming in, the real key is to just use the airport.
The airport has started developing a $1 million revenue guarantee fund. It would cover costs of unfilled flights, minimizing risks for the airlines.
Well, a major shakeup in national security.
The White House fires key staffers, what it means for your safety.
Yeah, we have about a couple days of bitterly cold temperatures, but then it's going to start getting mild, and we're going to see temperatures go above freezing. In fact, many areas may hit 40 eventually by the weekend. We'll break all that down coming up on your First Alert Weather Update after the break.
When you've trusted your personal injury case to Bygoff and Rohde, you're going to feel the weight of the world off your shoulders. You have to concern yourself with getting to the doctor and trying to get better. We'll do everything else, and that's how we get results for our clients.
The 27th Annual Early Bird Home Show, only at the Board Store. The proof is in the truth, and the truth is that the Board Store does offer higher quality at lower prices, as has been the case for the last 35 years. The 27th Annual Early Bird Home Show. Superior products, superior service at the lowest prices of the year. Bath or kitchen remodels, windows or doors, pergolas, patio covers, sunrooms, siding, or gutters. Do it now. The 27th Annual Early Bird Home Show, only at the Board Store.
Earn now, spend later during Blain's Farm and Fleet's Blain's Bucks event. Now through February 26th, rewards members earn $10 in Blain's Bucks for every $100 spent in store. Redeemable just like cash, March 6th through the 19th. Start earning on Blain's Original Cat Food, $26.99. Select AgriMaster Feed, $10.49. Rewards members save an extra buck. Blain's Platinum Vehicle Batteries, $5 off for rewards members. Plus, try new Dots Barbecue Pretzels, $5.99. Blain's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
The Silverado Trail Boss. And a little work. And a little play. And a truck that says no to nothing. And Chevrolet.
Get $3,000 total cash allowance on this 2025 Silverado. Plus, current Chevy owners can get $5,000 total value when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Visit HometownChevy.com.
You know what's on my mind? It's butt cold out here and I don't have any heat at home. Well, gotta have heat, Einstein. Up yours, smarty. I just don't know who to call.
Jacob said Chuck used the local company. The Primary Colors, the good one?
What?
What?
Huh?
Well, there's your sign.
Jeez Louise.
Moron.
Hey, putz.
Call GNC.
For the best heating and air conditioning, guaranteed.
After you've been injured in an accident, life becomes chaotic. You have doctor's appointments, medical bills, insurance adjusters harassing you to settle your claim. When you call Bygoff and Rohde, we take care of it all. We get results.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
We have an election correction. In the state superintendent race, incumbent Jill Underly is leading with 38% of the vote, with Brittany Kinzer in second with 35%. So Underly and Kinzer will compete for the spot in the April election.
The Trump administration's government tightening has hit Homeland Security. 130 employees have been fired. The staffers came from cyber and infrastructure security. Now, critics say the move could hurt national security. Reports also indicate 10 workers with the Energy Department's Office of Cyber and Energy Security and Emergency Response were also let go.
The Senate voting to advance the nomination of Kash Patel. Patel is tapped to be the next FBI director. The first procedural vote today was along party lines, 48-45. Patel is expected to receive final approval on Thursday.
The Vatican says Pope Francis is battling pneumonia in both lungs. It was discovered today during a CT scan. The Vatican says the Pope is in good spirits. His last public appearance was on Friday. Right now, no word on how long the Pope will remain in the hospital.
Transportation Safety Board of Canada is now leading the investigation into the runway crash at Toronto Pearson International Airport. While it is too early to determine a cause, Airport President Deborah Flint noted they saw unprecedented levels of snowfall from Thursday through Sunday. All 76 passengers and 4 crew aboard this jet survived, but at least 21 people were injured and 2 remain hospitalized as of this afternoon.
Well, we remain in the midst of some bitterly cold conditions, but we are almost on the way out, and some mild temperatures could be coming our way, Greg.
Yeah, definitely we're going to start seeing some more mild or at least more seasonal conditions, but it will take a little bit of time. We got a snowpack overhead, and we have snowpack pretty much throughout the whole Midwest and Plains, so that's going to keep the temperatures down a little bit, but the flow is going to turn around and we're going to start warming up, but not through probably Wednesday night. Still bitterly cold, although the coldest period was this morning. I don't think we'll see that type of cold, but still cold overall. Not as cold on Thursday and Friday, probably back into the teens for some areas, 20s for other areas. We should be in the upper 20s to about almost mid-30s right now. We're getting close to the end of February, which we should be almost in the mid-30s, so still below average. We should see 30s and 40s this weekend and next. We have some cloud cover to contend with. Also, that snow cover could play a factor in keeping the temperatures from getting too far in the 40s until we actually melt it away, so that could be a factor. But overall, it's going to be much warmer than we've had recently. So we still got the alert day conditions through Wednesday night, although wind chills could be as low as 35 below. The next few nights, I probably won't see wind chills as low as that, probably closer to 30 or even a little bit low, but still dangerously cold out there. We're now just got cold advisories throughout most of the area. The extreme is out to the west. That means because our wind chills aren't going to be as bad. These are till about 10 a.m. and then things do improve after that. Overall, if you track the wind chills out right now this evening, we've been around the 15 to maybe 18 degree for most area below zero. By the time we get past the midnight, more in the 20 to 25. And then as you wake up, some areas could be 25 to 30, but by the time we get to noon, I think most areas will be back into the teens below zero. So still there'll be a wind chill out there. In the afternoon time frame, we might actually come up into the single digits below zero. And then throughout Wednesday night into Thursday, we'll still have a wind chill, but more in the 15 to maybe 20 below as you go into Thursday morning. Good news is once we get to Thursday noon, we're going to be above zero, and pretty much we're not going to deal with wind chills, at least for a good week and a half potentially, as an old pattern begins to turn. So tomorrow's high still below average, but we will get a little bit more, 8 or 9. Some areas may get up to 11. We are going to deal with more cloud cover. There's a system to the south passing that's given all the snow down to Kentucky, Kansas, and Missouri, and there's another little system up to the UP. So together, we'll see some cloud cover, but precipitation not expected with that. Then was going to Thursday, as low is going to that. We're looking at temperatures now just in the single digits below zero, so still cold. We still got snow on the ground, so if we clear out, we're definitely going to get cold, but overall a little bit improvement. Thursday, we're looking more into the upper single teens to 20, so that's a positive thing. And it gets even better as we go into Friday. We're going to see a little bit warmer. More cloud cover will come in, but look at the winds turning around to the southwest. You can see those arrows, which indicates we are going to start warming up a little bit, but still just in the 20s, so about 5 to maybe 10 degrees below average to what we should be. Overall, the pattern's going to change, really. The jet is going to kind of pull all the way to the north. It's going to get quite a bit wet in the Pacific Northwest as the storm track hits there. Storm track is then going to kind of come down to the southeast, but it's going to be just to our north. So that is going to allow more Pacific air to come overhead. So that'll keep us warm. We're just going to have to keep an eye on these systems to the north. We'll probably have cloud cover going into next week because they're going to be close, but probably not provide us much until we get maybe about the middle of next week when we start seeing that jet kind of dive a little bit south, indicating we might see some precipitation towards the middle of the week. As you see now, it's pretty much center of the Rockies. But overall, this is still not very cold pattern. We might get a little precipitation by the midweek. So that's the positive news with all this, is we are going to see more mild air, westerly flow, which allows those temperatures to improve. Just a matter of how much they'll improve and how quickly, given all the snow cover in the area. But we should be much warmer as we approach this weekend and beyond, with the next chance of precipitation, at least the best shot, will be coming next Wednesday. So we are going to be cold, but like I said, the good news, it's middle to now almost end of February. So that means the sun comes up more. It's not, doesn't take much to warm up. So we will get out of this.
Some good news right there. Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, Top 5 battles, highlights from a couple of the best games in the entire state on the hardwood, plus area wrestling squads vying for a spot at the Fieldhouse in Madison for Team State. Find out whose season is still alive. Jacob is next.
A new program from UWL students is providing inmates with a unique opportunity to connect with their children. Thursday at 6, how bedtime stories are changing lives one page at a time. Thursday at 6.
Here at Maxwell White, we know how valuable your time is. From issues with your hot water to slower clogged drains, our team is always on time with friendly service and solutions you can trust. Don't wait. Contact Maxwell White. Plumbing done right.
It's Truck Month at your local Northland Ford dealers. Time for exclusive offers on your favorite Ford trucks, including F-150 and Super Duty, the best-selling trucks in America for 48 years. Ford F-Series. Get Truck Month ready with all-weather features that make life easier, like heated seating, a heated steering wheel, and remote start. Great deals on your favorite Ford trucks. That's how you get Truck Month ready. Now, get over $11,000 in total savings on a new 2024 Ford F-150. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
For anybody in this region who is facing mobility issues,
I'd recommend Access Elevator because I know Jason.
The thing that sets Jason apart is that commitment, that passion for making life more pleasant. He will help you think about how to make your life easier in ways that you have not thought about.
There's no second guessing. I immediately say, call Access.
Hi, I'm Jason with Access Elevator. Stop in and see us today.
This street's like any other in Wisconsin, but the new neighbor is a pedophile who repeatedly raped a little girl, released after just 2 years in prison. Thanks to Judge Susan Crawford's sweetheart sentence, a fraction of the 60 years he faced. Now, the pedophile lives blocks from a school. And with Susan Crawford on the bench, your street could be next.
With a tankless system, you can have unlimited hot water whenever and for however long you need it. Upgrade to a tankless today and never be left without hot water again. Rely on Maxwell White, plumbing done right.
Covering all the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, tonight, a few area wrestling teams were looking to punch their ticket to Madison for the Team State Wrestling Tournament, a night where every point counts. Let's go down to Prairie du Chien D2 team sectionals. We had GET Melman taking on Belmont Platteville. Titans would go down 12, but in steps Coda Perney. He's up big late in the match, but he wants the pin. Hits the cow catcher, settles in and gets the fall. 12-6 Titans trail. Up next at 120, it's Colton Koss looking to even things up. He works the arm bar, and his man is stuck. A few seconds later, he'll pick up the pin. We're all even at 12. Later in the duel, GET down 14, but Gunnar Johnson trying to lead a late comeback. Big-time double leg takes his guy right to his back, and that would lead to another fall. Titans pull within 8, but there was no late duel heroics as Belmont Platteville's Caden Davis would clinch the win, picking up the fall. And with that, GET Melman's season comes to an end, 43-32 the final. All right, elsewhere in boys sectional wrestling action tonight. In Division I, West Salem Bangor narrowly fell to number 10 Menominee in Division I, as I mentioned. But how about the Holman Vikings? They cruised past New Richmond, then they power passed Menominee, winning by 42 points, and they are headed to Team State. Congratulations to the Vikings. In D3, the Aquinas Blue Gold team season comes to a close as they fall to Iowa Grant Highland by 9 points in Mineral Point. All right, to the hardwood we go. Aquinas facing number 1 in D5 Assumption. Blue Golds were down 17 entering halftime. Out of the break, they start to click. Sammy Davis up and in for 2. Home side would get back to a 3-point game. Royals counterpunch, though. Anna Schooley with the and 1. And it's Addie Vollert finishing through contact for the visitors. But once again, here comes Aquinas. Davis is going to get the deflection. Look at that crossover, and she'll coast in for the hoop and the harm. Blue Golds cut into the deficit. Then it's Davis over to Olivia Pasale, who's alone in the corner. Book it. 5-point game. So under 10 seconds left. Hosts down by 3. It's Ava Fernholz looking for somewhere to go with it. Got to let it go. And the leaner clanks off the front of the rim. Assumption gets the narrow win, 73-70. Number 1 in Division 5, Royal hosting number 4, North Crawford. One of the best games across the state. Panthers setting the tone early. Landon Lipke loses it, gets it back, and finishes for the and 1. Trojans were hanging right with the top team in the division in the first half. Landon Blaha cans one from long distance. Not much later, Carter Olson lets one fly from downtown, connects to tie things up at 18. More good stuff from the Trojans offense, though. Cullen Jacobus absorbs the contact, hits for the old-fashioned 3-point play. But then right before the half, it's one of the stars for Royal, Carter Uppena, rising, firing, and hitting to beat the buzzer. Panthers would extend their lead in the second half, and they go on to win by 18. A few other scores from the area. La Crosse Central gets a big win over River Falls. Gabe Service with a go-ahead 3 late in that one. The CFC Pirates clinched the Dairyland Small with their win over Augusta. And on the girls' side, Bangor picking up a conference win over Brookwood. And D3's 5th-ranked Prairie du Chien girls getting a big win over D4's 2nd-ranked Cuba City team, 69-54. All right, Badgers looking to snap a 9-game losing streak against Illinois. Early second half, defense turning into offense for Bucky. It's John Tanjay with a nifty finish to increase the lead for the home side. Not much later, good passing is going to lead to a high percentage look for Nolan Winter at the rim to give the home side a 7-point lead. Then how good has this guy been? John Tanjay coming up with a step-back 3. That is pure. One of his 3 triples in the game. He finished with 31 points, following up his stellar performance against Purdue with another dandy tonight against the Illini. Badgers break the streak, 95-74. How about that win?
That's a good one. That's a convincing one. And very telling that my uncle from Illinois did not text me tonight.
That's how you knew, right?
That's why.
That's how you knew. Good win for the Badgers. Congrats to Holman, the lone team going to state. It was been a couple of years since they were there, so exciting times for them.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Great games on the hardwood as well tonight, man. It's a great time of the year.
It is perfect. Yeah. I mean, in a couple of weeks, we got seems like 6 state tournaments all going on at once.
It's madness, but we love it, right?
It's a magical time.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Jacob.
Okay, more news right after this.
I didn't know it, but my back pain was coming from my feet. My personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store got me back in the picture.
Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Get over $2,700 purchase cash on 2025 Sierra 1500 models.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
Your mom got a new tractor? Yep. Can she see in the dark? Can do. Hook up all the implements? Can do. with ease? Can do. Bale hay all day? Can do. Shift like a race car? Can't do. I'm out of here.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships, now including La Crosse and Richland Center. News 8 Now wants to help you create memories with your family by watching movies on the big screen. Friday Flicks with Vicki Nichols of Sparta Cinema will tell you all about upcoming must-see blockbusters, plus exclusive deals at the theater. Watch this Friday at 5 a.m. on News 8 This Morning, presented by Sparta Cinema.
Get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy.
The biggest thing I want to get across to people, whether it's via email or voicemail or text, is we are a local Wisconsin family-owned turnkey solar company.
We have project managers that will walk you through the process, keep you informed along the way, and make sure that the communication is the best that it can be.
All the financial benefits are awesome. And then on top of that, it's green energy. How can you lose?
Getting the kids ready for school isn't always easy.
But knowing what it'll be like so they know what to wear makes it a little easier.
We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Well, we all know movies and popcorn are a match made in heaven, but how about movies and donuts?
Yum! Donut chain Krispy Kreme is now partnering with the streaming platform Hulu. Starting Monday, the donut company is offering a collection of donuts inspired by tastes of classic cinema. We're talking about a caramel popcorn donut, which has a crunch to it like real popcorn. There's also a blue raspberry slush flavored donut.
All right, sign me up for that one. We've also got a cookie dough superstar donut and one called the Candy Double Feature. It's layered in chocolate and small pieces of candy. Part of the promotion includes the chance to win a one-year subscription to Hulu.
Sign me up. Don't we have a Krispy Kreme here in La Crosse?
Not that I've seen. If I think of donuts, I'm thinking of Dunkers at Quick Trip for sure.
Quick Trip, yeah, no, those are good. Those are really good though. But I like this cookie dough one. That sounds interesting.
That's
that would
good.
be my take on it.
I wouldn't want the crunch donut. Like people crunching in a movie theater, making any kind of loud noise like that.
No,
that's not for me.
Not for you. Okay, but overall, cool concept, right?
Very cool.
Very good incentive to get a free subscription and a cavity, might I add. All right, we'll have another look at tonight's forecast right after the break.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Miss a story? See it again or watch us live on YouTube at WKBT News 8 Now.
The Ashley President's Day sale has been extended. Feel the freedom to style your space with modular sectionals starting at $699.98. Plus, pay over time with 0% interest for 60 months. Don't wait. These savings end soon. Only at Ashley.
T-Mobile is very reliable.
It's always nice to know that T-Mobile has us covered.
I love the fact that my family and I, we can stay connected just about anywhere we want to go.
My network is my lifeline.
T-Mobile keeps you connected on America's largest and fastest 5G network. And right now, get 4 free smartphones and 4 lines for $25 per line when you switch. It's better over here.
Signs build brands, create impact, and grab attention. Signorama La Crosse is your full-service sign center. We use the latest technology and highest quality products to produce custom signs, vehicle wraps, banners, wall murals, window graphics, and trade show displays. Signorama La Crosse Design Services will help create the perfect sign to advertise your product or business. We can custom make any type of sign, including box signs, channel letters, custom logos, digital graphics, and directory signs. Signorama La Crosse, locally owned, globally known.
Hey, I went to the new place. They didn't have everything, but the bananas were on sale.
Wait, why didn't you go to Woodman's?
Hi, we're the Woodmans. I'm Clint. I'm Phil.
Other stores promote a few items but charge more for everything else.
At Woodmans, you save big time money on your whole grocery bill.
I even use the app to compare prices.
Oh my gosh, talk about receipt regret.
Our work here is done.
Service and savings. It's Woodman's.
After more than 30 years in banking, I have seen a lot of changes in the housing market and in home lending. The one thing that has not changed is my dedication to get to know you and your individual mortgage needs. There are many home loan programs out there today. We can sit down or talk over the phone to figure out what home loan program is best for you. Come see me and let's talk.
'Cause everybody's walking
Ashley's President's Day sale has been extended. Feel the freedom to get your best rest ever with up to $200 off adjustable bases. Plus, you can snooze now, pay later with 0% interest for 60 months. Shop more deals in-store and online. Only at Ashley.
Dangerous cold continues tomorrow, 15 to 25 below, wind chills, especially in the morning, could be as low as 30. Then temperatures do start to increase as we go through Thursday, Friday. We should be around 34 for La Crosse. We'll hit that maybe Saturday and next 40s potentially.
All right, almost there.
All right, that does it for us at 10.
We'll see you tomorrow.